Sports anime are really great and well regarded in the anime community, but there are some great sports manga out there too, like Blue Lock. Blue Lock is a football or soccer manga about a striker named Isagi who joins the Blue Lock program. Basically, the Japan Football Association is at a loss because the national Japan football team hasn't been performing well in the World Championships because the strikers in Japan are trash. Instead of being egoistic like a striker should be, they pass the ball whenever they can. This is why this one lady hires a man named Ego to get Japan the greatest, most egoistic striker so they can one day win the nationals. Ego strives to do this by creating the Blue Lock program, where the 300 best young strikers are tested in a tournament-like style to turn out the best young striker in Japan. In Chapter 1, the main character Isagi is playing a game and loses by 1 point because instead of being a proper egoistic striker, right before the goal he passes the ball to a teammate. In the course of the manga, he learns how to use his skills to actually get good at being a striker and not end up like he did in the game of the first chapter. When he joins Blue Lock, he meets a lot of people and the story starts from there. When you lose in any phase in Blue Lock, you automatically get disqualified from ever entering the national Japan football team. Ever. So basically, if you lose this, your professional football career is over. In the first phase of Blue Lock, all strikers get divided into teams with ranks that determine how good you are. Isagi gets to join Team Z, which is the lowest ranked team, and Isagi gets ranking number 299 out of 300, with only one other random guy being worse than him. The first phase of Blue Lock is simple 11 vs 11 matches, but with everyone wanting to be the striker, it is hard to work together. 5 teams have to play each other, and in the end, only the 2 teams with the most total points from their 4 matches get to go to the next phase. However, there is one more rule in this first phase, as Blue Lock is about strikers and egoism. So the person who gets the most goals in each team gets to go to the next phase too. And this really spices up how the characters think about their teammates, as they could abandon their team and go full ego to secure a spot in the next phase. Friendships are made, enemies are made, and basically it is all set up for the next phases. The main draws in Blue Lock are definitely the art and the tournament style. As a big shonen fan, I love a good tournament, and the entire manga so far has been a tournament, and not the most predictable tournament, to say the least. As for the art style is really unique, and the artist uses a lot of blank ink in interesting ways. There are a lot of great double-page spreads each chapter, and overall the style is just awesome. Every panel is very detailed and good to look at. What really strikes me is the black ink and how it is used for the eyes, the hair, and the character auras. I think this art style really meshes well with a realistic soccer manga because it really draws out the creative aspect of football and how the characters are truly feeling. Not just how they're moving, but also what they're feeling while doing their movements. Even if you aren't the biggest fan of soccer, like me, I think you'll still enjoy this manga, so give it a try. Currently in the manga, we're in the second phase, which is even more interesting than the first. Now everyone who has passed the first phase has to make a team of 3 and then play against other groups of 3. The interesting part is that when you win from another group of 3, you get to take one of the players, with the goal of the phase being to get a team of 5. When you lose and don't get taken, you need to play a 2v2, and if you lose that and don't get taken, you're out of Blue Lock. This series will definitely make a big break when it officially gets published in English, or when an anime comes out, so definitely be on the lookout for Blue Lock. Currently it is being translated by fans. We usually get a chapter or 2 each week. At the end of recent chapters, you can find a Discord link if you want to join the community. Well, that's all for this video. Read Blue Lock. If you don't want to read Blue Lock but another sports series, just read Haikyuu. Okay, bye!